What up, everybody? It's your boy Miliano Capital with a capital C. And once you see my vids, we about to slice some cheese, baby. So yeah, we are back with another one next. We are back with another one. So today's CPI, you can see, stayed in minutes past 3, right? So we still have time before CPI, man. Still have time before CPI. But my network is about to act up. I don't know, but we will see, man. We have God on our side. If we say the market is gonna be on and the network gonna give us trouble, damn, it just did. It just did. Okay, it's coming back. Let's see. It's coming back. Now, let me try to put it here. I doubt it will give us trouble here. You see, it's good now. Let's check it. See, it's good now. Yeah. So, like I was saying, man, we still have time before CPI. We still have time before CPI. So now, since I'm gonna look at the USD CAD, and I'm already on the odd USD sales, right? So I'm gonna use this DXY or the dollar index to correlate it with USD CAD, because USD CAD is going to affect it. That means the dollar is gonna be affected too, because we have the dollar versus the Canadian dollar, right? And that means that we need to look at the structure, what the dollar index is saying to us. So the reason why I'm in my monthly time frame and I'm looking at the past, I know some people always advise us to stay away from the past, but on my own opinion, how can one predict the future if you don't know the past, right? So overall we are bullish, right? Overall we are bullish. So since we are overall bullish, you can see that internally we are still bearish. Why? Because we are bearish because we needed this bearish structure to correct whether 50% or 61.8 or 78% or 100% of what took place in the past, which is from here. I could have dragged my fib from here to here, or to at the top. Sorry, at the top you can see these guys, they came to 50% and 61.8 point of interest, right? Point of interest here, and this is our major demand because we are looking at it on a higher time frame. So these guys, they tapped a major demand, but if you look at the internal structure, the internal structure is still bearish, because if you look at price, this here was our last break of structure internally. Then that means that internally price is bearish, because if you look here, we have this high, and this low was taken out by this one. So these guys, I need to look at the dollar index, because I want to see the dollar index correcting. Even if they want to collapse, like going down, they need to do that. If they collect this inducement tap between 50% and 61.8, what do we have? I have this breaker block also, but what I'm gonna do is I will choose the gap, because you can choose both, but I will choose the gap because this is where I want to see price if like they really want to give us sales, that's where they can even come, right? So now, since I have this, let me lock it for now. I will delete it. Price has been going up, but here we started to see candlesticks closing above this monthly one here. And when you look below this monthly one, you can see that they failed to close below this one, or we can even take our range from where the candlestick closed to this one here, which was the black one, right? Which is this here. The moment we see price breaking above that candlestick, that's when we started to know that, okay, these guys have started a bullish range, right? You can see we had candlestick closing above, right? And where is that candlestick? That candlestick is here. This candlestick here is the one that closed above. So since we have this candlestick that closed above, here I can even put it, let me do this. Now the next candlesticks, I want to see them breaking and closing above, not failing, because if they fail, that means that let's say they come here, they fail to break and close, that means they can still drop back, maybe even to here before they break and close, tap into that and drop if they want to continue dropping. All right, so I still have 50% and 61.8 point of interest there. When I go weekly, you can see the weekly time frame is bullish, right? It's bullish because the first breakout structure started here. When they broke and closed above this candlestick, that's when they started pushing up. You can see here they also broke and closed above this candlestick, right? But let's keep it simple. Inside this box here, I can see that time when price closed above here, it has already changed character on daily. It has already changed character, broke structure, because like I was saying, once price break and close above there, automatically you have your 4 points point in the same direction, right? So can even put this now. So this here is our external change of character. Like I said yesterday, what goes up must come back down. So why? There was liquidity here, which is an internal inducement, right? So these guys, they closed above here or above this green box with an impulsive movement, which means me dragging my Fibonacci from there to here, I should be looking for 50% and 61.8, because that's where we're gonna refine this point of interest, this big green box. Like I always say, you cannot use this big green box, but this green big box, it's a whole demand. But where is 60% and 50 is here. You can see you could have refined it to here. Let me do this. You could have refined it to here. This was the candlestick that was holding those two candlesticks before price break and close above. And like I say, higher time frame you can use. Bodies only. So even here, after they tap in here, they started this bullish rally. Let me check time. 23. We are almost there. We are almost there. 7 minutes left. Change of character there. can see we have this internal change of character. This was our last high, lower high, and since it was taken out, that means we have a strong leg here. That's it. That is holding price. So if I look here, this is where they started that movement of the 4 points pointing the same direction. Then they broke the internal structure here, and after that they also broke internal structure here. Chaos. Okay, so now this guys, according to what I see now, if they close below here, that's a different story. But USD CAD, it will be selling or should be giving you a premature sell if they do that, right? But let's go to 1 hour. Let's check 1 hour, because we are almost approaching news, man. We're almost approaching news release. So if you look at this here, this guys, they shifted structure there, but if you look here, this guys, they changed character here, which is a sub-internal change of character. For them to facilitate that internal, they needed this sub-internal structure. So the sub-internal structure and the internal structure and the external structure, they are still bullish, right? So they are still bullish, and since they are still bullish, we will only say we changed character when we take out this leg here according to the 1 hour, right? And if you look at the top here, we still have this liquidity that they can come and clean and clear out, because this liquidity is a swing liquidity. So it's swing liquidity, we are simply going to put it as a sub-internal break of structure there. So the fractal is bearish, right? The fractal is bearish, but these guys, even if they want to use the fractal moves, the fractal is bearish. We had this, I will use it green because we are fractally, and now when they change here, they gave us a shift here. So even if they want to continue selling, they can sell where they are just to manipulate people before they push up, because if they want to sell, the liquidities that they need to come to are this one. You know, let me just put it like this. So this here, right, repeating one and the same thing, right? So now the overall, right now where they are, I can pull my Fibonacci from this leg to this leg. They corrected the most important point of interest area, which is 78.6. Not because of only that, you can see we had an inducement. They collected that inducement, right? So since I can see that, okay, sub-internally they corrected 78.6. If I drag my Fibonacci now from the internal structure, I can see that still they are around 50% and 61.8, which means that these guys are in a good zone, right? They have mitigated a good zone. If you look between 50% and 60, we had this last untapped demand here. If you look here, we had a gap, but if you look with an eagle eye, you can see that fair value gap was already been mitigated, right? It was already being mitigated. So now I can remove my Fibonacci for clear vision. Yes, we are bearish. I can even put this one here for formality, you know. Because that's where the swing liquidity was at or located at. Yeah, man, let's check 45 minutes. 45 minutes. If you look at 45 minutes, the gap was already taken out. So the only point of interest left, you know what, let me even use a different one, which is a sell range, right? You see, yeah, you go. 30 minutes. 30 minutes is looking good. 30 minutes is looking good. 30 minutes is looking good. Right. If I check 15 minutes, because we are already approaching news events, man. 29, that means even where are we expecting a push up, because we are on demand here. So I can just put my stop loss 2-3 pips. But before I put my stop loss, let's go to, because this one we use it for prediction, right? Let's go to 5 minutes before we go to the dollar index, I mean USD CAD. So these guys are here, right? They are here. So yes, we are expecting a push from here to here, right? So USD CAD, where are you at? We're about to go down. It's about to go down in business. Let me remove all the indicator, I mean the cities there. You know what, let me not remove this ones here, because let me check a different one. Those are my analysis, guys. So I don't want to mess up with my analysis, man. But buy USD CAD. It's a buy on USD CAD. To buy on USD CAD, because they need that retracement before the continuation. Look at that, baby. Look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that. It's just that I want to show you how you could have taken advantage of that, because the DXY is pushing up. And when the DXY is pushing up, and you can see the one that did that first is the USD CAD, right? So the USD CAD is just confirming that, hey, you know what, we respected the demand, because according to internal, we are bullish. What's taking place inside that internal bullish is simply just a noise, right? Confusions and stuff. Unless this guy is breaking close below here, we will keep on buying, because you want to rally up until we take out this leg here. Unless they fail to do that, that means they will come back and change character this time around, right? So if you look here, these guys, they collected this inducement, also collected this former traders. So we just simply put an IDM here. So here, when I go to lower time frames like 45 minutes, you can see where we could refine. Sorry, because 30 minutes and 40. That's where I can even stop refining, but I normally don't refine on fractal time frames, but I can sometimes do. So when you go to 5 minutes, you are looking for a buy, right? Because price is in your demand zone. So even if they were still playing above your demand zone, you just stay put, right? You just stay put. Now, because you don't trade the news, you're not going to go in and go out like you are afraid of something. No, you are going to, you just needed a confirmation from that news that was coming in. Most of the sellers that took sales and that are still taking sales, yes, they can make money, but I'm looking at the bigger picture. Because if you look here, we have this one is so I'm expecting them to keep on pushing, and I'm interested on how they shifted this leg. TP1, TP2. Then on 45 and 30 minutes, the confirmation that you need. By the time they close above here, like I was saying, man, the Canadian dollar was losing strength, right? So if it's losing strength, you gotta buy it, right? So you can see the DXY hasn't reacted right now, but it's okay, right? Because anyway, that one pushed, so we are left with this one, right? They can even come and use this inducement here, but like I was saying, as long as you know what you're doing, you just need to relax. That's why my stop loss is there, because my stop loss is covering this noise, right? It's covering this noise. Because once they close above here now, that's a confirmation, right? That's a confirmation that something like this, because from here, like I was saying, man, the push is not just to here, right? Because that's baby peeps. That's baby peeps. So yeah, because here, let's say, because the reason why I say we look at this one, let's go to 15 minutes, is because it's the one that can, drive price back. But if price decide to close above it with an impulsive movement, that's when we will know that, okay, the dollar index is gonna push to 99.491 there, right? So, but either way, I still am looking at this as a shift. But you can see this last, the inside shift, yes, was perfect, but this outside one, it was weak. That's why we're experiencing a deep pullback right now. But if you look at this one here, this one, it's a fractal impulsive move, right? So yeah, man, it's just a matter of time. USDT, how did it perform? Because they opened around the day, so collected our profits here, because I still want to see price at least come back here for me to continue selling. I need to at least see it come back here, right, for me to continue selling. So which means that even here you can see that because the dollar here, you can even buy Nasdaq and USD, because even where they are here, I can buy with my stop loss here. I can wait for them to close again above there, then I can target this, because here from here they can come take out this. We also have a ghost gap that is located around here before they drop. They can even use this one here before the actual push to here. So we have this 15 minutes and the higher time frame breaker block, right? So they can do something like that. But even they do something like that, we'll keep pushing up until we get that entry we want at the top there. NAS 100 has to do the same, or is about to do the same. So I was looking at the support here, and I wanted to see price coming back to the last candlestick here. But we already talked about this with my students, so they are already in. Guys, if you're not in the free group, make sure you do hit me up, right? Or you do check them out for yourself. So I'm looking for a recovery from this crash, because I can even target this ghost gap, but I won't do that because I can see we have liquidity, and what this liquidity is an order block liquidity, which is an order block. We call this order block 2.0. I don't think if I sold it there, but they are order block 2.0, and we're gonna sell from there. So you can even look for price to hit that level, because number one, here we have a trend line liquidity, right? Here we also have a trend line liquidity, but I won't use that one, because here I will simply use an inducement liquidity, because there are early sellers who went in here, and I want these guys to come and take them out, because they are nothing but an inducement, right? So gold I took, sorry, I gave a buy. Go and check the Discord. I gave a buy because we were looking at the 5 minutes structure, because gold moves mostly around New York. It moves mostly around New York, but it's been consolidating for a very long time. But we are still holding the buys anyway, right? We are still holding the buys anyway. So I will drop the video where I explain this, because you can see, man, gold did pay. Yeah, so I'm on odd. Let's check out the odd is performing, because like, man, I think I'm like negative 14 or 15, because like I was saying, I'm not with my phone right now, so it's gonna be another thing, man. But yeah, so the odd, I'm looking for sales, so I will just give them time, because even if you look, it's Monday, man. It's Monday today. It's Monday, and Monday, yes, there can be moves, but they are not that. Is this 0.50? No, 0.18, 0.25. So I can even put it 0.28 there, just to give it a room to breathe. Because if you look at this leg here, this is the one that is still holding price, but it hasn't shifted this breakout structure, which means it's not yet a strong leg. It's not yet a strong leg. So even if you get in contact with this video, you can even wait for them to do this, tap maybe into this breaker block. When they come back here, that's when you can sell. And when you sell, this is currency, you just sell and you forget about the trade. So you cannot forget about the trade if you risk too much, or risk unnecessarily too much, right? BTC, I was looking for them to go up there, but they didn't. They didn't go up there. But the fact that they came to a demand that I was looking for, buy said, man, that was phenomenal. Because let me tell you one thing, I gave the signal on a live session in the morning, right? And but the session, actually the session wasn't recorded, but I gave a signal because I'm raising a small account, and I also have a prop firm that I'm trading, right? I also have a prop firm that I'm trading, and yeah, they're looking good because the buys failed to came in. We had a drop because last week, I mean yesterday, I bought Bitcoin. Truly speaking, I bought Bitcoin here, but that time when they start failing to give me a break of structure here, I knew that okay, no, this guys, since they are in a bullish trend, that means they wanna just sweep the liquidity and continue going down, right? And continue going down. So but the good thing is the last candlestick is here, right? So that time when they came back here, we were on 5 minutes. I hope it goes well, guys, because I'm holding like I think is it a one lot? Yeah, I think it's a one lot position. So we went in on this candlestick here because it was a huge lot. What I did is I didn't put my stop loss like too deep, right? I hope it doesn't turn back, man, because if it does, the profits that I'm already in, even if they are here and I'm not with my phone right now, but it's still okay though. Still okay because my stop loss is not that big, and even if they fail to come there, I will catch them on time and I'll get in contact with my phone in time. So like it or not, zero, like if you look at this one here, my stop loss is exactly on this leg here because I didn't put it way too much from the order block because I went aggressively. So I want to see how they're going to shift here. I want to see how they're going to shift here. Then from there, where is the next stop before they go up there? The next stop is this one here, which is our breaker block, right? So this is a zone that can break price, I mean stop price from going up, right? But we are from our demand there. Everything is looking good, guys. Everything is looking good. GBP JPY, we will see you tomorrow, not now. I also had this trade on USDCHF. That's why I say that this one I didn't lock in my profits. Price did it did take me out. I was waiting for them to come back here where they were supposed to respect. So that time I wasn't there because I was supposed to sell from that breaker block. Why? Because let me show you something. It had a ghost gap. You can see this ghost gap here. It had that ghost gap there. So they didn't come. So I wasn't there when they come there because I wanted to sell there and target 161.8 and 100. And you can see they are approaching 161.8 there. So I won't beat myself up with it. This one also, you can see I was looking for price to bounce at the top first before it pushed down, right? Before it pushed down, because normally I trade Ethereum. So if I see information like this, I can sell, but I wasn't there. So even that time when they came here, I wasn't there. Did they like come and tap? Let me check. Yes, they did, because even this one I was supposed to buy here. After the break and close there, I was supposed to go to low time frame, like 5 minutes, because at 5 minutes what I need to do is when they tap back here, sorry, when they tap back here, you are in. Then from there For day trading, you just take your stop loss, put it at 23%, 23.6%, or 2-3 pips away from it. First take profit 100%. You can even use this. By the time they tap 50, you lock your profits. By the time they tap 61.8, you lock maybe $5. By the time they tap, you lock, and your final TP, you can even push it to 161.8. But we were not there, right? We were not there. But you can see that these guys, they are still respecting this type of trend, right? They are still respecting this trend. So if I do something like, no, sorry, if I do something like this, I go here, I can see we have this and this. So most of the traders are going to use that as a trend line breakout, right? They're going to use it as a trend line breakout. But what we are going to use on our side, we are going to use it as liquidity, because I know these guys, they like demands and stuff, and I know that these sellers, they are going to push price, and they can even push it here, and this is where I want to buy. Because why here? Because this is the actual leg that gave us a shift, because the main shift came around here, or you can even put it here, still okay. But this is where price was failing to break and close. Now they did break and close. So that's our sub-internal structure. I'm looking for 78.6%. Why? Because if I go to 3 hours, 4 hours, 1 hour, look at this guys, how they shifted. They shifted with a week, which means that they can give you a deep pullback before they go up, right? They can give us a deep pullback before they go up. So even here, because I'm looking at that point of interest that we've been discussing, I can even see here that we had a support, a demand that was supposed to hold support. It failed. So even here, I can go in where they are if I was a scalper, but I'm not a scalper, so I'll wait for the buy spot, just to give you a hint, right, on how you can play around with this. We have inducement down below there, and actually you see, so the reason why I say I'm not a scalper is because this risk, man, they are super risky. So man, yeah, let's wait for the ones that we discussed, right? Let's wait for the ones that we discussed so that we can let's just give them time. And oil, we'll talk about it on the during our late night session, right? USD CAD, we talked about it yesterday. Then I said that if you're not in, wait for them to change character. After they change character, wait for them to come and collect this inducement, tap into this and tap the supply there. But it will depend on how they change character, right? Because the USD CAD right now, we are looking for buying opportunities, which means that is the retracement of what? If you come here, see, that's why I said I don't want to remove my charts for now. Now if you look at this USD CAD, you see, let's look at this USD CAD. You see, it makes sense now. They need to give us that retracement before the continuation downwards. Because if you look at the DXY, because most of the people, I know they're gonna say the DXY is gonna push down. Like I said, I'm not saying they are wrong. Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm better than anyone. Let's just wait and see what the market will decide. Because afterwards, the market is the only one that can decide, bro. You can see USDT is already pushing up, like I was saying. Nas 100 is pushing up. So when you get in contact with this video, make the right thing, baby. Make sure you make the right thing. So until we meet again, my good people, peace and love. I'm out.